Welcome to the backstage, Andrew Mason, Andrew Donnelly. Thank you very much for being a admin of the streams. Grand Engin, let's go. Same deal as if you win, sign it. Of course. Yeah, no problem. And it's as o'clock according to Super Mario Black Tiger. Thank you very much for everyone who's continues to be here every week. I don't ask for people to be here. People just turn up. So that's just fantastic. That's a sign of the fact that I entertain people. Alec De Laurentiis, good evening. Welcome to the chat, my friend. And you go by, is it Zalandrel on Discord? I'm just trying to get used to everybody's names and Discord names and all that sort of thing. So please correct me if I am wrong about that, but I'm still learning everybody that's regularly turning up now these days. But yeah. Zandranel, we. Fantastic. Evening leader. I'm no leader. I'm just a fan of Azalea, as we all know. But yeah, how is the voice audio in comparison to the background music? Is it too loud? What could go up? What could go down? Tell me now. That would be fantastic. If you're not a leader, why did you start a cult? That's true. I just love the underdogs, Andrew. I needed to get the underdog representation out there. Voice is perfect so far, louder than the music. Okay, cool. Nice. Levi Rauch, hey, welcome. I hope you're doing well, my friend. How's the Azalea stuff going? Levi Rauch, for people who's in the chat, is the person who got Azalea to top 8 in Columbus. So you'll probably look at this. You'll probably look at my play patterns and my cards and be like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" But yeah, appreciate you hanging out tonight, wherever you might be out there in the big wide world watching this. So yeah, we're happy to go live. Well, we are basically live as it is now, but yeah. Cool. So hello, and welcome back to GoAgainGaming. My name's Az, and welcome to the... Feels like a long time since we did this, the Azalea Online live streams, where we just play Azalea on Talishar, see what we come up against. And I'm still very, very stubborn. Haven't changed from my original definitive Azalea list. But we'll be experimenting with the aim counters at some stage. Haven't done that yet. I've got my cards now from Jim, from Fab TCG Cards. If you're a patron of the channel, you get a 10% off one order per month through his store. So I managed to get 3 dead aims, 3 immobilizing shots, basically all the Majestics from Dynasty I now have, along with the Sandscour Great Bow, which LSS gave me to spoil. And for those in the chat, a spicy bit of tidbit information for you as well. It's looking like I spoke to a couple of representatives, as I do every week or so from LSS, and I could be involved in Outsiders as well, so we'll see. Yeah, we're going to be playing some Azalea today, so I hope you all... well, it won't be too long today, probably about 2 hours max. By the time this playlist runs out, it's a 2-hour synthwave mix. By the time that runs out, we'll be ready to finish. So yeah, 2 hours at the absolute max today. It's going well, just practicing more Azalea on Talishar as well. Good stuff, Levi. It's a great tool. So yeah, just carry on, keep doing it, keep working it out. Looking forward to the splash screen changing after next quarter's content comes out. Looking forward to next year's sets and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a fun time. 2 draft sets, 1 supplementary. Should be fun. Spoil the new Azalea, Grand Engin is saying. Yeah, we don't know that yet. It's been hinted at. It's obviously she's in the set. We know that much. We don't know to what capacity yet. I think it would be a shame. Levi, if you're watching still, what do you think? Do you think it's a bit soon to already have a new Azalea, or are you open to the option of having a new ability, a new way to build her? What's your thoughts on that? Because yeah, we haven't heard from you yet. Okay, so yeah, let me just load up Talishar then. We will also be doing the 1,000 subscriber giveaway today as well. We could just probably do that first, get that out of the way. For people that watched the last attempt at doing that, British friends Push the Point actually won the giveaway. So if they appear in the giveaway again, then we can just skip them. But luckily, and rightly so, to them as well, they did say that don't worry about it, as just redraw it, give it back to your community, what you've cultivated. And fair enough. Fantastic. Lovely old job. Andrew is saying, I want more talents. I love getting new versions of heroes and new abilities. Really want a non-bullshit version of an Elemental Bravo. Yeah, that would be nice. I'd be fine with a new Azalea. It would be cool. Just want more stuff to support aim counters, because right now aim counters just aren't good enough. Yeah, it makes sense. It's a nice soft launch to potentially a new archetype in Outsiders, isn't it? And when James White said to me that it was a 1 of 2 step process in Lille, this was even before we saw the aim counters. So the aim counters in Dynasty is step 1 of the process. Step 2 will be obviously what happens in Outsiders, whether that's a new hero, whether it's just all in on Ranger aim counters, with obviously the new bow supporting that. Maybe there is a new hero, a new Azalea that sort of synergizes with aim counters more as a static ability. We will see. But yeah, the step 2 of the 1 of 2 step process to support and build up Azalea is obviously coming in Outsiders. So it's all coming together, and it's a great time to be an Azalea fan in general. No matter what your skill level is, there's going to be better ways and more ways to play Azalea, whether that's original or the new version, because I'm assuming that there would still be in the new set Ranger cards that you can use with the old Azalea if you're old men like me screaming at clouds that just want to use the old original Azalea after you bought your fucking German Marvel version. But hey ho, these things happen, so it's going to be interesting to see how that develops, that's for sure. I think the aim counter stuff is just providing the backbone cards for the new way of playing. Yeah, that's true. The spice will likely come with the new talent and talented Ranger. Screaming at clouds is my thing, absolutely, Andrew. But yeah, if there's a new Azalea, we'll cover it here on the Azalea Cult. 100% we will. But yeah, we all have different thoughts and different feelings on the matter. But yeah, today we are going to be playing the OG Azalea. Will she ever get Living Legend points now as a result of this potential new Azalea on the horizon? We will see. We will see. We just need to hurry up and get Azalea some LL points before Outsiders. Yeah. But how do we do that? How do we do that, Levi? You're the closest so far, I believe. So, how do we do that? Do we just try and scout out metas that are aggro heavy with no Dromize and all that sort of thing? I don't know. I don't know. You're probably the most meta head that plays Azalea in the in this group. So yeah, let's try and figure it out. Aim counters definitely give a new way to word if it entered the Arsenal face-up cards, taking with a memory tax. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, obviously James White himself said he didn't like the design space of Remorseless because it wasn't tracked. There was nothing on there to track when it would be put in their face-up and all that sort of thing. So it is alleviating that design space. Yeah, 100%. Sounds like my meta right now, -1 Dromai. Yeah. Patrick, I'll watch when I come home. Good luck to everybody. Yeah, so we will do the giveaway first, and that is for the 1K Azalea Cult thing. So that included the Marvel Sandscar Great Bow. It included the Azalea Cult membership card signed by James White, a membership card from me, the Azalea Cult mat as well, thicked and ribbed version. So yeah, we will do that first. We will do that first. So let's just draw that first. Okay. Just change the screens here. I just realised as well, I just need to make sure the live chat is represented on here because it's an old version. Bear with me one sec. Bit of editing on the fly for you right now. Bit of behind the scenes as to what it takes to do this sort of thing. And if we just slap that in there, the chat should now appear. There we go. Lovely old job. Let me just put that back. She has Blitz Living Legend points. I meant CC. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was hanging around with Justin at Worlds, was the man who got Living Legend points in Blitz. So I was hanging around with him, and he was on the Azalea cult for the little review we did of the arrows. So yeah, definitely know the person who's got Blitz LL points. And he's in the Discord and chats quite often in there. So Justin, if you're watching this in the future, I love you, my friend. Thanks for hanging out at Worlds. It's good fun. Welcome back, Dad. Do I look like a dad today? Do I? With a hat and stuff. It's just cold. It's just cold, and the radiator isn't working at the moment, so I'm just like wrapped up a little bit more. I find local metas amusing. My local Blitz meta has most of Rune Blades running around with Reaping Blade. Might be in CC too. Welcome, John. Yeah, Reaping Blade. What a throwback. Andrew, do you remember when I used to play Reaping Blade? All that time ago. All I needed was just a one resource swing on the end of a Rune Chant-y attack turn. Do you remember that, Andrew? My meta for Blitz changes so much with everyone playing different decks. One week we had 7 to 9 warriors. Yeah, warriors. I tell you what, before we go into this giveaway, I have to say one thing. Battering Bolt. I fucking love the card. Absolutely love it. It's had a few interactions on Talishar like, oh, I didn't read the on hit effect. I didn't realise it was going to do that. Dreadbore as well. We now have a Dreadbore jar. So every time someone says, oh, I can't play D-Reacts from hand, there will be a tick next to how many times someone said that on the stream today. I'll show you that quickly. So here's the Dreadbore jar. So every time someone says, oh, I can't play D-Reacts from hand, this number is going to tick up. How many times can we get the Dreadbore jar going today? So yeah, Dreadbore still my favourite bow. Love the static effect. Love the +1. Absolutely love it. So that's what you're going to be seeing today, of course, on my as definitive list. No matter how good or rubbish it is. But yeah, let's do the giveaway first of all. So here it is. So let me just go onto this and pick the tweet out. So profile doesn't need to have a picture. That's fine, and that's pretty much it. So if we just continue. So 56 entries, as you can see there's quite a few people that retweeted and people that filled all the parameters. There is a lot of people in this draw. So we're just going to do it straight away. Not going to hang around too much longer. So here it is. Begin draw. Let's go. Who won? Jimi Hendrix won! He's in the chat! Jimi Hendrix, you're in the chat, mate. You won. How's that? Grand Engin in the chat. You won the prize, mate. There we go. That's what you do. Look at that. You turn up. Yeah, you turn up, mate, and you fucking win it. You fucking win it, mate. Nice. Goes to a patron as well. That is... It's just like it was meant to be, eh? Look at that. Fantastic. You won, mate. You won the fucking ribbed mat. You won the Azalea Cult signed James White membership card. You won the Sandscour Great Bow Marvel. And also the Azalea Cult membership card from me as well. Look at all those hearts in the chat. Well done. Congratulations. Jimmy, you are the most required approval individual in the chat. Absolutely, Andrew. So Andrew obviously is the admin of the live stream. So thank you very much for giving up your time to do that, by the way. But yeah, he has to show your comments because of your swearing, which is fantastic. That's what GoAgainGaming is all about: expressing yourself, saying shit, saying fuck when it is needed. What? Sign the Marvel Great Bow? What? Me sign it? I guess it was my card, eh? My job, hit approve, yeah, absolutely. Imagine when I can start paying you for that, Andrew. Sign it as. Okay, yeah, I'll do that afterwards, though, because I need to have maximum concentration for that. I don't want to be doing that on stream. Fab Nordic, I am a winner as well, since I got a Christmas card with Az with his new signature. Yeah, you did, actually. Because you were on the second wave of the Christmas cards, you got my new signature on there. Whereas a lot of people didn't. So yeah. Wow, holy shit, absolutely, yeah. So you won, my friend, well done. And again, thank you for everybody who is a patron of the channel as well. GoAgainGaming, there we go. It just what goes around comes around, mate. There we go, that's just what happens. So there we go. Jimi Hendrix, also known as @GoAgainGaming on Twitter, and he's actually using a picture that I edited as well. He's got the Azalea there holding the Sandscour Great Bow back when I didn't have any digital assets. Now you need to get Red Zone Rogue to sign a Seek and Destroy. Yeah, I could get you one, if you want. I'm very, very close to Red Zone Rogue, as you know. Kel, great friend of mine at this point. Living Legends podcast, shout that out. If you want to sign Seek and Destroy, I can get you one. Holy shit, 3-0 to Argentina. Oh my god. What's this? They play Morocco, aren't they? Smashing them. Love it. Yeah, I'll sort something out for you. But yeah, let's move on very, very quickly from that. So that's well done, Jimmy. That's been redrawn. Fantastic. Lovely old job. Well done. So let's go on to FabDB now and load our decks. And then we can just start chilling out playing some Azalea. As is Azalea. So this is, I'm taking this to the Battle Hardened in Leeds. I've booked my hotel now, so if you are in the UK watching this back, I am going to Leeds. I've booked my hotel already, so I just need to book the transport up there, going down for Friday night and Saturday night. I don't know what time I'm arriving on Friday night, but it should be fun nonetheless. And let me just go against the... Let me just do a single player quickly, because I want to change my sleeves in here as well. I'm actually using Hornet Sting now as well against like Warrior and stuff. It actually worked quite well last time. Plus, it reveals the top card of your deck as well. If you haven't revealed the card last turn, it allows you to see what's coming next to potentially decide whether you want to potentially dominate that off the top. You know, it sorts out your blocking hand situation. So let's have a look at the yeah, we need to change our sleeves. Don't care about what the loadout is. So we've got the GoAgainGaming sleeves. This actually will change because I've changed the logo recently and I don't really have this hairstyle anymore. It's more sort of emo-y now, my hairstyle. Anyway, Hornet Sting is so good. It's good fun. It is good fun. Blocks for 1 as well. Does an extra damage that they can't do anything about. Reveals the card coming next on your defensive turn. So you know what's there to a certain degree. You're going 1 card deeper to a certain degree. So yeah, it's turned out to be quite good. And against those warrior turns, you just want to block with another piece of equipment. It's quite cool. Right. So what sleeves do you want to use? We want to be using Gag Azalea Cult instead. There we go. I'm actually getting some dragon shields with this art on as well. So you'll be able to see that soon in the flesh. So yeah, loads of classic constructed games on there at the moment. I might get sniped. I'm streaming, so I might get sniped and just taken the mick out of, but who knows? We'll see. I'm just going to name the game Gag on My Arse to see if someone joins. Oh, that sleeve is sweet. Thank you very much. Yeah. I just want a Death Dealer playmat. Yeah, 2 right. That'll be good. Are you playing versus viewers? Sorry, multitasking, watch the football game. I can play against viewers. You know, if someone wants to join, that's fine. But I've named the game Gag on My Arse, so it's going to be interesting to see if anyone actually joins that. I should probably not call it Gag on My Arse. I should probably not call it that. Let's just play. I'm just going to say playing Azalea. Gag playing Azalea. There we go. It's a bit more friendly. Well, it depends what kind of person you are. Would you join a game that said Gag on My Arse? I'm playing Viscerai. Okay. Would you join a game that said Gag on My Arse? So we got the bullseye on the cross wrap, so you probably don't need to have another piece of null room. So we're just going to have perch and probably go for the bullseye for the racing We don't really care about this against Viscera, I don't think. Plus, we need the Arcane Barrier, don't we? So, yeah, obviously, that's going to be the choice. And, of course, in typical GoAgainGaming fashion, we run the whole fucking deck. Every single card. So, all 73 cards. Let me see someone kick Az's ass. Yeah, he wouldn't be the first time. If you look back at all the other streams, I've had my ass kicked multiple times. Oh, look at this. Lunging press in the first hand. Who's going first? I don't know. The great thing about this as well, he's starting with a 73 card deck. The first number you see here is 69. Look at that, see? That's the reason why I play this deck, because that number the number of cards in deck is 69. So it's a giggity at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying? So they're probably just going to... What are they going to do? Build up their turn? They're not gonna, I just want them to make gold foil Death Dealer. Oh, yeah. Imagine that. That'd be a lovely piece to have. So he's tutoring something up already. Creating a rune chant for doing so. Well, actually, no, not yet. Vexing Malice was discarded, so it's obviously going to get a non-attack action with this card. Which is what? Mordred? So he's just going to be setting up for a big Mordred. What else could he get? A non-attack action. Vexing Malice, not Vexing Malice, the Reveling Runeblood maybe. Hoping for new gold foils in this next PQ season. Okay, so just a big build-up turn. So he's got 5 rune chants already, which is pretty scary. We do have a blue in hand though, but we don't have much to do cracking back-wise. So we can use this, pitch this. 2 left over. We'll reload this. Opt. Find Owl's Fighting Spirit. Do we just activate Azalea and chuck that at him? No, put that to the bottom. Then we'll just fire this at him for nothing. 8 go again. On hit reload. Put the Oasis into our arsenal. Not too much going on, unfortunately. We could have actually just activated Dreadball and put that in with a +1, so it could actually be 9. We didn't have to reload it. So we probably could have just done that. We should have done that, actually. So that would have been a 9 then, but hey-ho. These things happen. It's been a while. It's been a few weeks since I've done this now. Are you taking Azalea to PQ3 or are you staying on Icelander? That's not a question directed at me, that's for sure. They're fully blocking here because they think obviously I've got something to reload in. So that's fine. And then we're just going to Arsenal and pass. So they're just building up. So it could be an OTK strategy here. Potentially. Could be an OTK strategy. And they've obviously Arsenal to de-react now as well, because they've probably seen Dreadbore. So this is interesting. So we're going to opt first of all. E-Strike on top. We could play that out of our arsenal then. Okay, we'll leave that on top for now, I think. So we will activate Azalea. Play the E-Strike, get rid of the Memorial Ground, use the Seek and Destroy, load in the bolt and shot and fire that off, I think. Probably the best thing to do. So yeah, it's E-Strike. Go again. They're probably going to have a D-React here though, aren't they? Out of their arsenal. Or even in their hand, because they can use a D-React from hand against this. But it's definitely an OTK Viserai coming in here by the looks of it. So taking the damage, okay. Then we can use... we can pitch Sleep Dart to Dreadbore, load the Bolt and Shot in and Seek and Destroy it, and then hopefully blow up his arsenal as well, so that's quite cool. So yeah, use Dreadbore, pitch this, put this in there so it's a 5, use this so it's an 8, and then fire it at him for 8. If it hits, he has to discard his hand and his arsenal. So it's obviously going to incentivise a block. Because obviously he's tutored for something first turn that he's now stuck in his arsenal. So this could be quite nice to shoot at him here. Praise be the glorious leader, Post-Porn TV. Absolutely. Primary goal is getting Azalea her first LL points. Yeah, that is the dream. That is the dream. Get those LL points. Bolt and shot coming in. Okay, he's taking the damage. So he's going to have to discard his hand and ting at the end. And his arsenal. So what is he going to come in with now? 6 rune chance. It's quite a lot. We do have quite a defensive turn here, though, because we can pitch a yellow to prevent 2 rune chance. We can take cover to block 4 and Oasis to block 4 again. So we can effectively block 10 damage here across different sources. But yeah, nothing to crack back with, unfortunately. Very poor hand here in this instance. Okay, so it's coming in for 6 rune chance now. Obviously, his hand and arsenal are going to blow up anyway at the end. So 6 rune chance coming in. There's nothing we can really do about that. So we're going to have to pitch the Rain Razors. So we are going to take 4 rune chance worth of damage. But that will put us probably on lesser life. Actually, no, it won't. Probably won't put us on lesser life. We'll probably still be on the higher life total after this transaction, to be honest. We do have a Tunic next turn, but we've got nothing to crack back with, so we may as well just use our hand to block. Coming in for 6. We can just... Has this got go again? No. Doesn't have go again. So we could just block 4, reload the Oasis, and then activate the cross wrap to see what's on top. We'll see. We will block with the take cover. This doesn't have go again. Oh, okay, now it will have go again. Okay, fine. Using the spellbounds already. Northern Skies. Okay, here it comes. Big boy turn. So... Okay, so he's flashed out. He's basically flashed out Northern Skies when I've chosen not to block. Is that right? Okay, so he's doing all sorts of things here. Okay, right now I can block for 4 as a D-react. And then I may as well try and stop this from hitting. Do I just take 2 now and see what happens? So I'm going to be taking a Rosetta after this, aren't I, as well? So let's just stop that from happening. Oh, I reloaded it. Well, it doesn't really matter. I can still play it. I'll stop it from hitting me. So it won't do any damage. You won't get the rune chant off of the Morvaran trigger. So we have basically fully stopped all of that damage. He's now going to do 4 attack after this with the Rosetta. So he's got 1 floating, so that's just going to come in at me. Oh, 3. 3 go again as well. So he is using his arsenal here to do this, which is fine, I guess. So we're both going to go to 4 cards. He does have a little bit of advantage because he's got more of a board state with the rune chants over there. We can do nothing else, unfortunately, so just have to pass back. Another Rain Razors in hand, which does nothing with the other cards we have. Bit of a shame. Still in shock. Geez, get him as. Absolutely. So he's Morvraning. Here we go. Yellow Morvaran this time, so if it hits he gets 2 rune chants. 3 are coming in as well with the Spellblade, so 3 rune chants. Luckily I can pitch a yellow to stop 2 of them. So yeah, I will pitch the Rain Razors again, knowing that these are obviously going to the bottom is quite nice as well. Take 1 from that. Oh no, I don't want to take that. No, you can have that. Fine, and then the Spellblade's coming in for 4. So we can Should we take damage here as well? It's got to go again. I think we need to take the damage. Still ahead on life, but there's a Rosetta coming in after this as well, isn't there? For quite a lot of damage. Yeah. 5, 2, and 2. So that's 9. So that'll put me down to 19. So our next turn is going to be knock the death whistle, reload in this, take cover, go and get a red in the ledger, and then ravenous, and then red in the ledger with the tunic resource. So I'll probably just take the 9, I think. Yeah, we do have enough to do that, so that's probably what we're going to be doing here. So that should get us some tempo back if we threaten the ravenous and then the red in the ledger afterwards, because they will have to block that. They probably will chuck their equipment under it though, but I think we just need to try and do it now. Yeah, because we need to knock the death whistle to load the thing in to get the arrow and then use a tunic. Yeah, okay, so we do need to do it that way. Okay, so knock. Go and get red in the ledger on top. Reload this. Activate Azalea. Give it dominate. Ravenous Rabble. Should have done the Ravenous Rabble first, because when the red in the ledger was on top, but luckily there's a CNC on top now, which we know we're going to get next turn. But how is everyone else doing in the chat today? I see 11 viewers in the chat. Hope you're having a great day. So they're going to take the 4, or are they going to sink it? Okay, fine. Then tunic the red and ledger. So 5 dominate. So it can only block with 1 card from hand. Probably Arsenal to defense reaction there, or some form of block. Yeah, so getting rid of a card and the crown. They're still going to maintain 4 cards here, though, aren't they? So put the card in bottom, draw a card. Yeah, so still maintaining 4 cards over me. But the life's a little bit better now. They've blocked with their equipment and a card from hand, so got rid of the card advantage to a certain degree. And the life totals are a little bit more stable. They've got no rune chance right now. So we'll see what happens. So that's 1 red in the ledger blocked out. So we can essentially block 7 here with the sink below and one of the blues, and then come back in with the CNC on our turn, which is quite good. So we could maybe chuck some equipment under the bus here as well. Do we want to pitch for the arcane damage? We probably do want to do that. So we're going to chuck the knock the death whistle under that for the arcane. We're going to pass and then sink below this to fully block this. We're not going to sink a card, because that's going to be our next turn. And then we still have 2 to block 2 and 2, or any other arcane that comes in at us now, like the rune chance if he does decide to attack. Because Rosetta's not turned on, but the rune chance still come in, so we can still block 2 of that. And I think this is where we chuck our boots under it, just to prevent some more life loss. Oh, he has 2 and 2'd it this turn. Okay, fine, whatever. Then we will block with the perch grapplers now. Fine. And then we just CNC on our turn. Hopefully get rid of the card advantage. No D-reacts can be played against it. Destroys his arsenal if it hits. So we're going to be getting rid of that card advantage that he's just gained from that transaction. He's letting it hit. Must be a bit of a scary turn coming up here, but we can still block with both Sleep Dart and Endless Arrow and Picture Blue, and then Snatch next turn to threaten card advantage and damage. So we're probably just going to be doing that this turn. So we're going to fully block it out here, I think. So we're going to chuck the Sleep Dart under the bus. So take 1, and then we can pitch the blue and block with a 3 if needed. Because the rune chants are going to blow up now when they swing again. Oh god, here we go. Revel in rune blood. He's building up for a big turn here. Oh, he's doing it now. Okay, fair enough. Shitballs. Okay, so we are going to pitch the blue here. That's all we can do. There's a lot of damage coming in. So we can block out with the endless arrow there. We can block that last bit there, but that was a big daddy turn here. We're just going to be coming in to threaten damage and card advantage. But I think his hands now, the hands that they're doing now, are just going to be more valuable than ours, I think, unfortunately. That was a big turn there. But now we're threatening some damage, of card advantage to a certain degree. We've still got 2 bits of arcane barrier up, but on the back foot now. So we're going to draw a card by the looks of it. Add that to our arsenal. So we can block gain a life with the Find Owls. We can block of these things as well still. There's Mordred turn coming up. 2 cards in hand left. So we will pitch a yellow. Coming in for 4, so we will block for... Does have go again. So we can block for... So if we block with this, we gain a life. So I guess we take 1 from that, so we gain a life. So we go down to 5. So 4 rune chants still though, still hanging over us. So I think that's probably game. Rosetta for 2 and 2 and 1 1 1 1. I think that's probably game, isn't it? So pitch this. 1 0 0. Is it 2 and 2? Arcane damage? Yeah. GG. Nothing I can do about that. Too many sources of different pieces of damage coming in, unfortunately. He has to do it if he plays Revel. Revel makes the rune chants go away. Yeah, very, very true. John Randall saying 11 viewers but only 5 likes. Yeah. Nice one. Good call. Oh, sorry, I didn't read the chat. Fever have a broken back, it feels like, and have a cold. How about you? Yeah, I think everyone's getting a cold right now, aren't they? I thought you said you had a broken back there. I was like, fucking hell, broken back, Jesus. Cool, let's do that again then. Let's play again. That was just didn't really get much tempo in that game. It just felt like it was just didn't really get many on hits off. We probably could cut some of the fat in against Viserai, but that's just not what I do really. Yeah, like fatigue shots you could probably cut against Viserai. But this is how I feel the most comfortable playing. This is how I enjoy playing. So that's it, really. That's all that matters. Morning, everyone. Hope you're all having a good day. Yeah, Stephen Lawrence, thanks for joining in. You've got a Azalea Cult membership card as well. I'm yet to send it out. I've just done a load of mail recently, so I just need to wait a little bit before I do a little bit extra, because this is all going out for free. Most of it is all going out for free, apart from the people that obviously backed the 1,000 subscriber map that happened recently. That's going to be going out next week, I believe. So yeah. Okay, so I'm playing Bravo. So probably want the extra block on the Hornet Sting, so we will just give that a go, and then probably just going to use the whole list like we normally do, and go Actually, no, we do like the going wide against Bravo, so we are gonna stick with the bullseye braces, I think, and we'll go first for the threat of the dominate. Thank you so much for our Christmas card. Oh, have you got that already? Have you? You got the Christmas card already, Goblin Reserve? Fantastic. We love and miss you. Yeah, I love and miss you too. It's been a. It feels like it's been ages, but it hasn't really, has it? So we're just going to be doing a. Oh, table and legs. Oh no, are you streaming? Yes, we are. You are live. So playing against a table pit here, by the looks of it. Fantastic, lovely old job. So we're just going to rabble, see what's on top. Memorial ground. Table and legs, everyone go join the GAG Patreon. Likewise to the table pit, everybody go and join. And you better not be watching, because you can see my hand, table and legs. You best not be seeing my hand. Okay, so blocked. Taking one. So I've got a memorial ground on top. So we want to try and get that out of the way, but we can't. There's no way of getting it out there, unfortunately. And then we're just going to snatch, I think. Or no, we're going to pitch read the glide path to Dreadbore just to get it out of our hand. That's another great thing about Dreadbore, right? Is you can pitch stuff to it without having to load an arrow, which I think is a design space that hasn't really been used. And then we're just going to snatch them for 4, and hopefully draw the memorial ground, and then arsenal that instead, because that doesn't block. So if they allow us a hit here, we can draw the memorial ground, arsenal it, so we still have a blocker. No, they're not going to allow us to draw the card. That's a shame. So we're going to add that to our arsenal and draw the memorial ground. Have a good night, Nordic. Fab Nordic. Thanks for joining in. 12 viewers, 12 likes. Lovely old job. Well done. That's what I like to see. Coming in with a Thunderquake for 8. Oh boy. So coming in for 8. So we can block 4 from the take cover. We can reload a snatch into our arsenal and then use the... We don't need to reload the snatch, do we? So if we block with the snatch and then take cover, reload the memorial ground. No, we need our full hand. So I think we're just going to use the take cover here. We're not going to reload either. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess we do need to. I guess we can reload. Yeah, we'll reload because we're going to knock anyway. We're going to get that out there anyway, and we can potentially opt as well before we do that. Do you play traps? Absolutely not in 1v1. So we're going to opt. See what's on top. A Seek and Destroy. No, let's get that to the bottom. We can't use that this turn, unfortunately. If we knock, go get a card on top, activate Azalea, give it Dominate. We then can't play. We can play the Overflex if we get a 0-cost arrow. So I think we just need to go get maybe a 0-cost arrow. Liking the snatch in the arse. Absolutely, Goblin Reserve. That's what it's all about. So yeah, use Knock Death Whistle. Go and get a 0-cost arrow, which will be a Endless Arrow, I think. Activate Azalea. Give it Dominate. And then we will play Overflex, pitching this, and then firing this at them for 8. So if it hits, it goes back to hand. So... that's probably the only thing we can do. We probably could be using things like Searing Shot, which obviously is basically a 5 for 0. But I haven't used those in a while. Maybe I should experiment with those more. But I do like the Endless Arrow, the way it forces and threatens that extra card hand. Because essentially you're hitting with this and putting this back into your arsenal. So you are maintaining and drawing more cards, which is why I like it. Heat Seeker is another one that does a similar thing to this. But it does cost 1, which is a bit of a shame. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so they're blocking for 5. We're going to add that back into our arsenal, and that's fine. There we go. Tectonic Plating. 2 floating, coming in with an Anathos for 6. We go down to 30 as a result of this. Do we care? We could sink it and then get rid of the Command and Conquer, because that's not going to be very good. So yeah, we're going to pass. There's probably a pummel behind this. Yeah, there we go. It's a hammer attack, though, so it's not as bad, I guess. Coming in for 8. We're going to sink below. We're going to sink the Command and Conquer and then draw a bolt and shot. Okay. So we take 4. So we're going to opt. See what's on top. It's a Fyendal's Fighting Spirit. That can go to the bottom. So the thing is here is we can't give the Endless Arrow. We can give the Endless Arrow go again if we crack our boots. So we can crack our boots, give this go again. And then we can also put a Seek and Destroy in front of it. That's probably the best thing to do. Because we can still use then our Fyendal Spring Tunic to load the other Endless Arrow if it doesn't hit. So I think that's probably the best thing to do now, is just combo with these. So pitch the Bolt and Shot. So all of our arrows now gain go again for the turn. We will then Seek and Destroy. And fire this at them for 7 go again. If it hits, back to hand. Then obviously we can load the Endless Arrow. We get the other Endless Arrow with the Dreadbore Tunic trigger to come in again for another piece of damage that threatens card advantage. Well, not card advantage, card equality at the moment, because they still have 5 cards in hand. But yeah, this is a hard matchup for us. It really is. So they're blocking with everything here, preventing that card draw. Now we'll use the Tunic, activate Dreadbore, put this in, fire it off for 5. With go again still. So it's gone back to hand. Okay, cool. We'll add that to our arsenal and pass. So we've got a very wide turn coming up here. Anathos for 4, pass. Fine. Right then, so we're going to opt. First of all, Bolt and Shot on top. We can potentially give that go again. So I think we leave that on top. So if we activate Azalea, put that into the arsenal, Dominate, lunging press it, which gives it go again. It will be an on-hit reload, which we can then potentially put in the other Bolt and Shot, read the glide path, and then put the E-Strike on our arsenal potentially. Yeah, so we can activate Azalea, I think. Probably the best thing to do. Fire this at them for 2 Dominate. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. 2 Dominate. Choose a card to reload. Okay, cool. We will reload the E-Strike, I think. Praising my choices for the lunging press. Cool. Okay, so the next turn, I think we just take the damage here. I honestly think we just take damage. Let's just take it. We're still on higher life after this 7 go again. Because now we can go very wide, I think. We can rain razors with the... So yeah, we have to push the fatigue shot over the top, I think. So 6. So if we block for 3, we then use the bolt and shot, rain razors. If it hits, reload the fatigue shot in. Yeah, I think we block with sleep dart at the very least. So we take 3, unless they pummel that as well. Yeah, here we go, another pummel. Fine. Still 5 life differential. That's not too bad. So we're going to opt first of all, see what's on top. Sink below, that can stay on the top. Then we're going to fire this bolt and shot at them for 4. Rain razors. So it's going to reload. So we want to reload the fatigue shot. Then we fire the fatigue shot at them for 7. It's going to half their next attack action, so it doesn't affect Anathos, unfortunately. So 1 still sneaking through. And now we have a very, very large Ravenous Rabble. We do ideally need to opt, though. That's the problem. It's a bit of a shame that we don't have the opt here available. So I guess we just go in. Nimblism. Rabble. Revealing a headshot. It's an angry rabble. Very angry rabble coming in. Seek Horizon? No, because it costs 1. I think, doesn't it? Does it cost 1? Or no, does it cost nothing and you have to put a card on the top of your deck to pay for its cost or something? I cannot remember what it does. I'm basically playing Briar right now, an 8 Ravenous Rabble coming in. So they've taken the damage. Okay, fair enough. And then we're going to pass. We're going to put this in our arse. I feel like there's a big thing coming. Okay, Spinal Crush coming in for 5. No, for 9, sorry. So 9. Okay, if it hits, I can't gain Go Again. Okay. So I have to remember that this affects non-attack action cards as well. So there's probably something behind this for 1. There's probably a there could be a pummel behind this though. That's the thing. So I think we just overblock. I don't think we need battering bolts in this matchup. So we're going to chuck that under it and chuck this under it. So we are blocking the crush effects right now. So that's what matters right now. Is there any reactions? Yes, okay, we'll sink below then. Fine. And then we will put on the bottom, we'll put this, I think. So we can't play everything, can we? Well, actually, no, we can load in the fatigue shot, and then we can play everything, so we're not going to. So we can play the Read the Glide Path, then we can load in the Bullseye Braces fatigue shot and then fire it off. So no, we're not going to sink any cards. Thank you. So we are blocking for 10, so taking 1 damage from that, luckily. Oh, we do have to discard a card, because it's obviously a pummeled attack action, so we have to discard this, which we can still use to fatigue shot with, so that's fine. Fine, no problem. We can do that. So, Bullseye Braces, load in this, fire it off, baby, for 6. If it hits, their next attack action is halved. Dear Lord, they're saying. Praise be our supreme leader. Yeah, we still haven't got this yet, though. We still haven't got it. It's a nice card against Bravo, because obviously it takes away a lot of the value that they get from their high value attacks, right? Still coming in for 6, which is a lot of their life total. 75% of their life total coming in now. So they do have to block this, really. But they still have quite a lot of their equipment up. We have had 2 of our equipment be destroyed already, but they are blocking for 6 here. So yeah, we are still maintaining card and life advantage against this. And yeah, we looks like we do have a nice turn coming up. So what are we doing with this? We don't have any buffs, so that's the problem with this. We don't have any buffs or Go Again here, which is the issue. So I think we just fully block this and then load in the Red in the Ledger. We do have to lose a knock to be able to do that, unless we chuck our Skullbone Cross-Wrap under the bus. The Dominated Arrow that we want is probably another fatigue shot. How many of those have we used? We have used 1, we've used 2, so there's probably 1 still in there, so we can dominate a fatigue shot. So I think we just get... Red in the Ledger is pretty much useless in this matchup, so I think we get rid of this. And then we get rid of Bolt and Shot, I think, as well. I just realised I'm not going to have the pitch available to do that, though, am I? That's the problem. So if I load in this, I have to choose a 0 attack. That's fine. That's my mistake. That's unfortunate. That's my mistake. So we're just going to carry on. So going to have to knock for something that costs nothing. So I guess an endless arrow. They're probably thinking, "What is this strategy?" But that's just a misplay on my behalf there. But never mind. You have to just roll with it. I just don't like to do the undo button because I don't feel like I learn if I do that. And this is like it's still 50% of their life total. They're blocking with 2 pieces of armor for that. So fine. And we have quite a defensive turn with an Oasis and a take cover. And then we can just block with Red and Ledger again and come back with a Snatch on our next turn, which is still 50% of their life total, plus a card draw. So I think that's still quite a nice hand to have. We'll see. We'll see what comes at us. But yeah. Crippling Crush. Okay, here we go. So this is going to be a demand the hand situation. So we can only block with 1 card from hand, which means we can still prevent the on-hit effect. So we're going to pass, take cover, Oasis, pitch that, reload this so we don't discard any cards no matter what anyway. Fine. Remorseless on top. Put that to the bottom and then just snatch them for 4. Threaten the card advantage. Damn, I hate to see that move as the Bravo. Yeah, absolutely. Still blocking with 2 cards there to prevent it. But there's probably going to be another Crippling Crush coming in a sec. We haven't got a card that blocks here, which is a bit of a shame. We have to just take this damage, I think, now. And come back harder. Here's coming a big dominated attack. Oh, we're going to lose go again. That's the problem. 9 dominate. We are going to lose go again. So I think we have to block with the 3. And then just chuck this under the bus now, I think. We'll chuck all of our equipment under it. And then we just buff power the Enlightened Strike. Yeah, and then we'll get rid of this out of our hand. We'll put the fatigue shot back on top, so you know that's coming, and then we'll just buff power the E strike. So a bit of a shame, but coming in for 7's no joke with a 4-card hand. So we'll see what happens here. This will put them down to 1 life. And they have blocked with all of their equipment, apart from the Ironhide legs, which blocks for 2. So this is essentially 5. So they're going to take 1. They're blocking with a Crippling Crush. But I think they can just literally just swing the hammer now consistently for 6. Which is probably going to be the issue. It's going to be the consistent swing of the 6. Yeah, or 4. There's no pummel behind it because there's only 1 card in hand. So I guess we just have to go big fatigue shot now. Let's just see it. Do they have anything? I don't think there is anything that does it. 7, fine. So let's play take aim, reload the fatigue shot, seek and destroy, fire this at them for 11. 11 fatigue shot. So you have to go balls to the wall now, unfortunately. That's all we got left. That's all we got left. Blocking for 9. Taking 2. Anathos for 4. No floating resources. Okay, so we can block for 2. So we can block for... So we can block for 2 and take 1 here and go down to 1, but that's not going to be enough. They are going to destroy their arsenal at the end. So if we block So we can memorial ground something on top, but we can't reload anything in to then deal with. Well, we can load in the battering bolt and then dominate it with the thing. Yeah, let's just block for this and then just do the maths afterwards. So we take 2, go to 1. Fine. Then I guess we just put the fatigue shot back on top. Or the sleep dart, so we can't activate Bravo. Yeah, let's do that. So then we can... Oh no, we can't do that. We haven't got enough. So we have to load it in and then pay for it. So we don't have enough, unfortunately. No, probably we don't have enough to do that, unfortunately. Bit of a shame, but we still have card advantage. But I don't think that's going to be enough. Should have put the 0 cost arrow on top, but didn't have enough to pay for it. But we're also threatening the go again here, which I think is also quite important. So they're going to take 1, and then that's it. Pass. Arsenal. We have an Oasis. We have a CNC Overflex. So they've got 3 cards against 5. What can they do? Anything to kill me? They can probably activate Bravo and then give something dominate, which probably will be enough. We can still block for 7 if it's dominated. So scary times now, right down to the wire. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to pull this off, but we'll see. We're on 1 singular life. Coming in with Anathos, they can probably pummel this though, can't they? So I think it does require an overblock. So we do need to block for 3 at least. So if we block for that and then pay for the Oasis, we're not going to be able to pay for the battering bolt though. We might be able to opt into something, but we'll see what they do here. We still die though at this point. So we'll block for 6 and see what happens. We can still survive even if there's a pummel behind it. Yeah, so we will Oasis that then. Oh. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. I targeted the pummel instead of the hammer. Oh, funny. So I would have gained a life from that as well. Picking pummel should have not been a legal target. Can we go back? No, unfortunately not. Pummel should not have been a legal target anyway, so I'll flag it with the devs, but that's my error. Have a great day. Bug report indeed, yeah, absolutely. So pummel should not have been a legal target. Why not? It's possible damage source. I think if you hit you... No, the pummel is not a damage source. It should go back. Bug report, yeah. So that's a good point. GG, sub Tim on Patreon. Thank you very much. And likewise to you guys as well. And check if you're a fan of Ultimate Pit Fight and you're playing, if you like Ultimate Pit Fight, then go and check out the Table Pit as well. They do great stuff. But yeah, that's that. So unfortunately, yeah, we targeted the pummel instead of the hammer, which we would have survived. Our follow-up turn wouldn't have been any to do anything though. We probably would have activated Azalea blindly. We still had the cross wrap available. No, we didn't. So we probably would have activated Azalea blindly in the hope of maybe drawing into a snatch or an endless arrow or another 0 cost arrow. But still, it was a was a tough one, but had some good turns. Feel like we played it well, and obviously made a big mistake at the end there. But yeah, Pummel should not have been a legal target. Thank you, Andrew. I will flag that with Talishar now. Table Pit coming in to say hearts. Thank you very much. Perhaps the card can still be targeted, but that would be stupid. We'll need to think harder about that. Yeah, maybe that is the case then. So let's have a look. So let's have a look at Oasis. Prevents the next 4 damage that will be dealt to target hero this turn by a source of their choice. No, Pummel is just adding attack to another source, isn't it? It's not a source of damage in itself, so you wouldn't be able to target Pummel. Andrew, I think you were right regardless, because Pummel just says, in that instance, it said target club or hammer weapon attack gains +2. So Pummel is giving the hammer the +2, so the hammer should still be the source. You shouldn't be able to target Pummel because it's not dealing damage. If it said target club or hammer deals 2 damage, then it would be okay, but it's not dealing damage. It's just adding something to another source, which in this case was the hammer. That's where the source of damage is coming from. So Pummel is not doing the damage. The hammer is legal since it's a damage source. Absolutely, that is correct. Andrew, you were right the first time. Never doubt yourself, my friend. You were right the first time. But yeah, that's just my error. I clicked Pummel because that's where obviously the lethal was coming from. So I just clicked that quickly, and therefore I died. But hey ho. In a normal game, you would just play Oasis and they would know what you're on about, but the system doesn't know that. So I will flag that with Talishar in a moment. Now, if there was a Runeblade bullshit card that added damage to a ping attack reactions, then Pummel could become a damage source. Absolutely, yeah, exactly. It gets all a bit out of hand when you start adding little pings here and there everywhere. But yeah, good game nonetheless. Very, very back and forth. Good game, and yeah. I feel like that I'm getting to know that matchup a little bit better now. So yeah, that's cool. But yeah, just having a nice time as always. So we're going to go to the next game then. We're just having fun, as always, on the stream here. Hope you're all having a nice time as well. Thanks for joining us today, wherever you might be out there in the big wide world watching this. Very, very much appreciated. This will probably be the last CC game of the night. We will do a... well, I was going to say, we could do a What's the Card, but I haven't prepared anything, so we're going to have to wait around for that. But nobody has succumbed to the Dreadbore jar yet. Everybody has played around Dreadbore. So we haven't got any Dreadbore jars tonight. But is there anybody in the chat that wants to win a signed Azalea membership card, an old one? Then we can play What's the Card after this. One round. A weapon that is not attacking is not a damage source, but still a legal target for Oasis. No. I don't think so. Just says prevent the next 4 damage that will be dealt by a source of your choice. So you would choose the hammer because that's the thing dealing the damage. Pummel is not the thing dealing the damage. The hammer is. So if the hammer deals you damage, that's what's going to deal you the extra damage from Pummel, isn't it? So you have to choose the hammer. You can't choose something that's not a legal target. That's where the discussion is, right? I'm playing against Dash now. But the hammer isn't dealing damage if it's not attacking. Why would you want to target it if it's not attacking then? I don't understand what you're saying. I was under the impression you could target anything with Oasis. No, you can't target. It just says prevents the next 4 damage that will be dealt to a target hero this turn by a source of your choice. So you're just preventing the next thing that hits you, the next thing that's dealing you damage, you're preventing that from dealing damage to you, basically. Which in that case was the hammer. So I should have chose the hammer as the source of damage. Okay, right, so what we're doing here then, we're going to probably pitch the memorial ground into the overflex. Oh no, should we do take aim first and then see what's on top? Yeah, take aim first. Reload the bolt and shot. Opt, see what's on top. Sleep dart, that can go to the top. And then we will, in fact, activate Azalea's ability, give it dominate, and then we'll just fire this at them for 8. Not that the sleep dart matters in this matchup, because obviously they start with an item in play, but it doesn't really matter. Hey ho. Okay, yeah. So anything can be a legal target, even if it's not dealing damage. Yeah. So maybe I could have targeted then the pummel. Yeah. So I could target the thing on the stack, but the thing on the stack doesn't need to be dealing damage per se, and therefore the Oasis just doesn't resolve, I guess, because it's not actually dealing damage. That card, you know, there's no damage coming from that card because that card is adding damage to something else. So I guess that would be correct. You would target the thing incorrectly and therefore just screw it all over. So yeah, you probably could do that. So they're going to take 5 damage. Oh yeah, the Oasis would still resolve, so you still gain life if you had lesser life. Yeah, definitely. Right, what are they doing here? We've got no attacks, so we might as well just block with everything here. So they're coming in for 8 with Go Again. Okay, fine. Yeah, we can't really do much to stop this. Haven't played against Hanabi Blaster Dash at all yet. Well, you guys can go off on the Oasis Respite interaction because I have no idea. Ask a judge instead of arguing between yourselves. Right then, so 2 must be blocked with a piece of equipment. Still have no buffs here, so if I go get a red in the ledger, I can't really do anything to get it through. So I think we just need to keep blocking. We'll take 2, go to 34. Take 1. Going to get another item. Take 3. There's a lot of damage coming in here. We can't really do anything against this though. We got bloody things stuck in our hand here. So all we can do is fire this off. I think we can get a dominated sleep dart. That doesn't really do anything. We could get a dominated headshot, but that would only be 4 damage. So I guess, or we could just activate Azalea blindly. No, let's just fire this at him. Just fire this at him for 5. He's already burned through 20 cards. Yeah, that's the thing that's going for me. I'm on 63 cards, so as long as I continue to block, then I guess I'm okay. So yeah, 5 damage. Turns off their hero ability. They probably don't care about that. I'm just thinking whether I just burn this or put it in I'll put it in my arsenal. So we do have a bit of a turn, but it just depends what they do, I guess. So high speed impact for 6. What's this do? If it hits, okay, so we're not going to let it hit. We're just going to chuck in both Bolton shots against it. I will block with the perch grapplers now here, I think. Oh, for 2. Nah, I'll just chuck this under it. There's no point trying to race a dash. Just try and keep blocking and turn. Yeah, fine. So we can opt and then maybe go another card deep, depending on whether we like it or not. Overflex? Nah. Fatigue shot? Okay, fine, pass. They're on 29 cards already. That's ridiculous. That's crazy how many cards they crundle in with. Loving the music, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's just a nice little playlist in the background. It's from White Bat Audio, which they allow you to use any sort of stream, playlists for Twitch safe or YouTube safe music. So yeah. Pulse Wave Harpoon, what does this do? I haven't read this yet. When is it they reveal X cards or X number of common cards? So they haven't boosted at all this combat chain. So I have to reveal one and they banish and they add it to the chain link as a defending card. Okay. We'll add the Ravenous Rabble. We're not going to have a Tunic next turn, so we probably can go in with a Fatigue shot next turn. We'll just get rid of this Nimblism. Doesn't have Go Again, though. That one. No. Another Techlo Pounder coming out. So you just have to get through these Techlo Pounders by the looks of it. Such a strong card. Mech is a powerhouse. Yeah, I haven't actually played against this new version yet, to be honest. So I can shoot off a large Fatigue shot, or I could activate Azalea, see what happens, and then no. I probably just want to be doing this, don't I? Come in for 8. Halves their next attack action card. Probably not really going to be too important here, but coming in for 8 still. Blocking out with 2 pieces of equipment. They are going to take the damage, the 4 damage. Okay, fair enough. So T-Bone's coming in for 3. I will block for 3 with this. I can block the bullseyes as well. Doesn't really matter. She's keep blocking basically. So now they're forcing another equipment block here with a T-Bone for 1. So I probably will just chuck the perch grapplers under this. That doesn't really matter. They're there for the block mainly anyway. Zero to 60. So my next turn's going to be a bolt and shot for 8. Depending on 6 dominate. Okay. Do we just want to be blocking this for 3, taking another 3? So if we block for 2, we can still load in the bolt and shot for 5. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. So we can still threaten some damage on our turn, is what we're trying to do here, I think. Because we still need to keep getting, try to keep getting some chip damage through at least. I don't know if we are going to get there. I haven't had too much experience with this matchup yet, to be honest. So 5 go again if it hits reload. Nothing going on there, unfortunately. Just 5 damage that they have to think about. So we'll finally get a quiver in outside as well. Well. That'll be cool, wouldn't it? So they're just going to take this by the looks of it. They're going to take 5. Why not? They're quite high live total ahead of me. Fair enough. Pass. So we will be sinking the rain razors here because obviously that doesn't block for anything. They've got 24 cards left. I've got 48. So I've got double the amount of cards left. So that's one thing that's going for us. Then we do have a small life disadvantage with the 4. This is coming in for 6, so I think we do need to block this. Well, we definitely need to block this here, so we're going to play a... I don't think Tunic is going to matter. I don't think Skullbone or Tunic are going to matter here now anymore. I think it's getting to that point. No, we'll play a long game. We may need it, so we're going to pass. We're going to block with this, and then we're going to pass. We're going to sink it. We're going to sink the Rain Razors and draw another block 3, which is nice. Need to make sure we stop the stuff coming through. Teclo Pounder is still active, so we're going to block for 3 and take 2, and then probably take another 2 leaking through on the end here. The next attack coming in with a T-bone, so we have to block with this, and we will block with Knock the Death Whistle as well. Just prevent the damage. Coming in with a Hanabi Blaster at the end there. That's just a bit of a shame. Completely forgot about that. So that's we should have to pass straight back, unfortunately. Blocking wise, we can gain the life with Defiant Owls. We can potentially come in with Defiant Owls next turn if we block with both snatches. But we probably want to be doing the snatches. Oh, they're kind of going to pass straight back. Okay. What do we do here then? So we might as well just come in with Defiant Owls, and we'll gain a life from that. But they are being more conservative now by the looks of it, because they need to worry about their deck size. So we're just going to come in with Defiant Owls. Coming in for 6, and we're going to gain a life. Overpitch the snatch because it's a 2 block. No, that's good. That's a good shout. Okay, we're going to Arsenal that. Sink below. We can still sink it. We can sink it if we need to. But then we could draw into a Rain Razors, which could be even worse. Okay, so now I'm going to come in for 6. Okay, so we can block with a snatch now and pass. We will sink. We're not going to put a card on the bottom. So they both block for 3. And then worst case scenario, we can snatch next turn, threaten the damage and the card advantage as well, which is nice. So we will be blocking. We'll probably be blocking with. Will be blocking with Tunic and cross wrap this turn. I think that's probably where we use it. No, it's definitely not control dash. They came in hard with boosting stuff from the off. So yeah, it's definitely not control dash. It's pure hyper aggro, and I managed to get through the first half of that, luckily. And I'm running a huge deck, so I think that's coming into play here to a certain degree. But I still don't know what's coming next. They've boosted quite a lot so far, so I think they can still come in with the Hanabi Blaster. If they got another T-Bone, though, it's going to force me to block with something else. Zipper hit, so they are going to be able to do the Hanabi Blaster after this as well. So I can block. I'll go down to 6 after this. So if I block for 3 and then 5, and then I'm going to take 5, so I go down to 6 after this Hanabi Blaster. So yeah, I'm just going to block with everything. Sod it. They haven't got any resources left, though, so they can't Hanabi Blaster me. Okay. They can't Hanabi Blast me. They haven't got any resources left. Where do they get the resources? Oh, no, it doesn't need resources, does it? It's just steam counters. Okay, yeah, I did the maths correctly then. That's fine. Yeah, it's just remove steam counters, no resources. So it's going to come in for 4. They have 11 cards left. So they're going to take the damage. They probably can kill me next turn. But we'll see. I've got an Oasis Respite and then a couple of block 2, block 3, so we can block 11 damage. High Speed Impact. Coming in for 4 with Go Again. So if it hits, the next thing gets Dominate. So we have to fully block this out. It's not ideal. Probably the best thing to do is Oasis this and then gain a life and then have a block 6. So yeah, we're going to Oasis this. Pitching the Seek and Destroy, choosing the High Speed Impact. So we're not going to take any damage from that. We're going to gain a life, no Dominate on the next thing, and we still have block 6 available. So I'm hoping we can just survive this now. Coming in with another High Speed Impact, blocking. Next thing is going to gain Dominate if I don't block. Does that matter at this stage? Probably not, because I can only block with 1 card after this transaction anyway, so I guess we just block for 3. The next thing will gain Dominate unless it's a big thing. Is it going to be a big thing? Do we care about the damage being large or small increments? Let's just take the risk. We'll take 1, and the next thing gets Dominate. If that's a big daddy turn, or big daddy overpower, whatever it's called, the bloody 10 attack one or 11 attack one, then we just die, but their next attack gains Dominate. So we take 1, next attack gains Dominate. Is it enough to kill me? Got a 3 block in hand. Throttle for 4, Dominate. We block for 3, so we take 1. Maximum velocity for the end. There we go. GG. Maximum velocity right at the end. Nothing we can really do about that. Maximum velocity right at the end. Yeah, so I guess that's the strategy, isn't it? You burn through your entire deck, and then worst case scenario, you have that maximum velocity right at the end, which all just came together quite quickly for them at the end there. So that was nice. 3 cards left in deck. Thinking I could block it all out when there was no chance. There was no chance for me to block all that out at all. 1 in the deck as well, by the looks of it. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, maybe that was all part of the plan the entire time. So fair play if that was all part of the plan, having that all the way to the end. But yeah, I thought I'd had that. I thought I had that. Obviously, I had the more deck. I had the bigger deck size. But yeah, that was you just can't block those attacks. They're too big. How long was the dash sitting on Arsenal? I don't remember, actually. maybe that was in the arsenal the entire time. So yeah, we could have. Yeah, we blocked with like stuff like seek and destroys, which would have blown up their arsenal. So we wasn't really interacting with that. We were just going full fatigue game plan against that. But then obviously the maximum velocity came in at the end and just absolutely ruined and wrecked our plans there. But if it's a max velocity until the opponent dies, yeah. So bit of a shame, but there we go. So we got half an hour left on this playlist, but we're probably not gonna play any more games now. That's probably gonna be it for tonight with regards to the games. Just reading the chat here. Does that say 9 cards left? That's insane. Yeah, that's what I mean. They got through. They got through their entire deck. I wasn't really. Well, I'll say I wasn't really dealing damage. The sleep darts in that deck were useless, obviously. So maybe if that was a different arrow, it could have had maybe a little bit more influence on the game. Because obviously sleep darts were just in there. Because I just don't really change the deck list. The deck list is pretty much stays the same the entire time. But no, it's good fun. Yeah, so I'm not going to play any more CC tonight. It's been a while since I've actually played on here. It's been a few weeks now, I think, since I've actually played on this AZALEA Online stream, Tuesday and Thursdays. But yeah, it was good fun. And thank you very much for everybody who's joined. The killer thing, I'm just saying, reading the comments, the killer thing about Dash is it's hard to sideboard it because you don't know if it's boost or pistol. No, you don't. You don't have that indicator, do you? Straight away. But yeah, I think I did the right thing in that matchup. But maybe they had in their mind the entire time that they were going to end it that way. They probably did. They're probably a much more experienced player than I am. But I think I had the right strategy. If it's pistol dash, I can sort of interact with that as well to a certain degree. I've won a few games against pistol dash on here, maybe even live, maybe there's recordings of it, because obviously things like Red in the Ledger and that with the only one action, and those sorts of interactions, CNCs and that sort of stuff. Dreadbore gets around the defense react if it is control dash, CNCs, Dreadbore. So yeah, I think I have won a few games against that version of Dash. That was the first time playing against Hanabi Blaster. But yeah, it's fun nonetheless. Very, very fun. Anyway, that is pretty much it for tonight. I would say we could do a what's the card, but I haven't got it set up, and I cannot be asked to mess around with the graphics. So we're just going to call it a night today. But we will be back again on Thursday. What we also can do, well, we'll save it till Thursday because we do have another giveaway for people that purchased through the affiliate links a couple of months ago. I was running a incentive for GoAgainGaming playmat, so I'll do that on Thursday actually. Az, get some rest. Yeah, absolutely, Andrew, I will do. It's been a while since I did this, so. Levi, thanks for the stream. No problem. There's a few misplays, but at least you got into my mind a little bit. You know, all these ideas, all these things. It's always worth watching different people play. You know, the hero that you enjoy, different ways, because it's all educational. No matter how garbage the list might be, there's always ideas that you might not have thought of. So it's always good to watch other people every now and again. But yeah, keep working on AZALEA. And if you get Living Legend points, you are welcome to come on to the AZALEA cult, and you're welcome to come on to the AZALEA cult anytime anyway, Levi. I've already reached out to you about that, so if you want to do it at some stage, let me know. But yeah, just keep grinding, keep going, and it's going to be interesting to see what we get in Outsiders. I'm very, very excited. Whether it's a new AZALEA or not, the AZALEA cult here on GoAgainGaming will talk about it forever and ever and ever. It's our favourite hero. She's always the underdog. She has been for the last 2-3 years of this game's existence. Will she be the underdog going after Outsiders? We will see. But nevertheless, we will still talk about it, and we will still love it here on GoAgainGaming. Absolutely, thank you very much for everyone who's joined in. Cryshock, cheers for stopping by. Thanks for the wave. And yeah, thank you very much for everybody who supported me on Patreon and supporting this channel, being in the Discord, waking up to your messages, you know, all different time zones getting involved. That's what this community is all about, just having a great time with this game. And yeah, I've also got a LSS package being shipped to me. There's a lot of creators that have been given these packages. I don't know what they are. I don't know what it is. But there's a few packages that have been shipped to content creators. So that should be here in the next week or so, probably. So it's going to be interesting to see what that is. Speaking to Red Zone Rogue, obviously he's been in the game for a while now. He said he's been given Christmas gifts in the past. So I reckon it's something to do with that. Maybe even the Christmas Azalea sock gift, shitty Xmas present stuff, maybe something like that. But maybe it's different for every person, depending on their channels and that. But we'll see. It's going to be fun to open. So yeah, stay tuned. It's not going to be on Thursday. We're not going to have it by then. But we might have other things to show you on Thursday. We're also getting our GoAgainGaming sleeves and all that sort of stuff delivered soon. I think there's something else I'm missing as well. There is going to be a large GoAgainGaming statement towards the end of the year as well, with regards to what my plans are for 2023 and what you can come to expect from the channel. There's a lot of things that you can come to expect. But yeah, there's going to be a large statement on that soon as well. I'm still editing a couple of vlog style things, like when I went to London with Ziggy, so that should be out over the Christmas period for you to watch if you've got nothing else to do. But yeah, I'll be back here on Thursday, that's for sure. Let me just check the chat before we go. Take care. I hope you get warm socks. Absolutely, Andres. Yeah, I'd love some warm socks, to be honest. Also, Andres, Cementenium, I've got your card here. I just realised, so this is yours. This is for your amulet of assertiveness. What's the card guess? A long time ago. You won this a long time ago, but I sent it after. I sent your Christmas card without putting this in there. So I forgot to put it in there. So you'll get your Christmas card that obviously you signed up for. But that won't be, the Azalea Cult membership card won't be in there, so I'll have to send out another package for that. So apologies, completely forgot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Love you, as Grand Engin. Yeah, I still can't believe you won the fucking package, mate. I still can't believe it. You know, you've been an integral part of the Azalea Cult, always piping up in there with ideas and designs and stuff. We will do the design competition again soon for the next sort of off. When there's no news sort of stuff, when we do like another Tales from the Pits section, we'll probably do the next design competition in that one. But yeah, so Grand Engin, obviously you didn't support the 1k playmat, did you? No, you didn't. So that'll just be a separate package that I send to you then. I was going to say I could send it with the 1k playmat, but you didn't do it in the end, did you? So it will be a separate package that I send probably towards the end of the year. So yeah. Let's have a look. I did, but I haven't paid yet. Yeah, cause you said you couldn't do it. So yeah, so there are still some that are unclaimed. So there will be an opportunity for certain people to get them that didn't back it to begin with. So you just have to message me separately about that because yeah, you haven't done that yet. But yeah, aside from that, thank you everybody who did back the 1k playmat. That should be sent out next week or the week after. Obviously, they're all being manufactured at the moment. It's a large order. It's the first time I've ever done a large order for things. So they're all being manufactured. But obviously Christmas is round the corner, so I think that I'm not sure if they're going to be able to send them. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to send them out next week or whether it's the week after that. But they are being manufactured, so they will be there probably the start of the year, start of next year. You'll get them, and I'm also including a little thank you card as well, which was not part of the Christmas cards either. So it's another separate thing that you'll get from me with my spanking new signature on it. Yeah, New Year's playmat, exactly. So we can spread it out a little bit. So you get all your Christmas gifts if you celebrate Christmas. You get all your Christmas gifts, and then in the new year, 2023, you get a nice package from GoAgainGaming. Lovely old job. What a great way to start the year, eh? But yeah, again, thank you to everybody who supported me on that. It was great. It was really good to get 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate everybody who's still watching the streams right now as well, because we still need to hit 4,000 watch hours as well before we can monetize the platform. Not that I really care about that, but it is a cool thing to be able to do, and it gives the channel a bit of extra credibility as well if there's some sort of revenue coming in from ads and Google and all that sort of thing, right? So I appreciate everybody who is still in the stream, is still watching, and is getting some value and some entertainment from across the pond or wherever you might be out there watching this now or in the future. So yeah, Az is doing secret layer and in cards. Absolutely secret layer. But yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. So thank you very much for thanks very much for tuning in. And let me just fade this out now. Just fade that out a little bit, that music. More importantly, super chats, thanks, other donations with monetization. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it's another good thing as well. Once you unlock monetization, you'll get the super chats function, which allows you to support the stream directly if you wanted to do that as well. So maybe there's a way we can incorporate that into it as well. We'll see. But yeah, it would be nice to get there as well. That is pretty much it. Glad I could join the end. Just came back from the gym. Well, at least one of you's going to the gym. Yeah, well done, Cementenian. Well done, Andres, for at least one of the GoAgainGaming crew getting down to the gym, because yeah, it's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to motivate yourself to do sometimes. I should probably do that more often. I'd probably be absolutely massive. I'd probably be like sat here out like this. You know, you can already see some sort of double chin going on. But I would probably be like out here, just, you know, pure bellying it through if it wasn't for the fact I play football every Wednesday. So yeah, gym is just not for me. I just don't enjoy it. I love playing sports. I like playing football, tennis. I like cycling. So I am fairly active, but I can't go in the gym and lift weights. I just find it boring. I'd love the competitive aspect of sport and games, right? Like football and tennis and stuff. Tennis much more so, because it's 1v1 combat. You can't blame your teammates. You can't blame the goalkeeper. It's all you. But yeah, fair play if you can go to the gym and do that. I've been to gym back in 2014. 2014, I was the best shape of my life. And that was as a result of going to the gym and, you know, sticking to that routine. But then being in front of a computer, trying to entertain people and make videos and be a positive force in the community also does take up a lot of time. So it's hard to fit those other things in when you're enjoying this a lot more. But yeah, Oldim size, absolutely. Yeah, that's something to aim for, isn't it? Oldim size. Jiu-Jitsu, yeah. John Warden, Fluke and Box does Jiu-Jitsu. He speaks a lot about it, and he's very, very good as well, apparently. So, hey, biking and playing football is great exercise. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If any of you have met me in real life, you could probably vouch for my immense leg strength and immense legs. So yeah, there's one part of me that I really, really do take pride in. It's my legs. They're absolute machines. I could probably lift anything with my legs. Well, not anything, but if I went to the gym and did a leg press, I could probably beat a lot of the people in the room, because my legs are very strong. But anyway, any speculation on who Lena Bell is? Lena Bell. So yeah, apparently at first glance, everyone was thinking it was the lady on Cut to the Chase and the one in the Christmas playmat with the Santa hat on, but that's not the case, is it? I think James say that she's not been represented on any art yet? So yeah. I saw the pics. Hope to spar with him sometime. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Alchemist. Yeah, that makes sense. Alchemist does make sense. James said she was on the playmat. James said she was on the playmat. Ah. Oh, that is her. Okay. Oh, I must have missed that then. I must have completely missed that. What was that on? Was that on the French podcast as well? Was that on either video podcast as well? Was it? I was in the bath at the time, so I wasn't really. I was like dunking my head under the water, and maybe some of it I would completely miss some of it. But as soon as I heard Azalea, I was like, okay, I need to listen to this. But I must have missed the rest of it then, if it was on that same podcast. James said she's the character on the... okay. So it's the same podcast, so I just missed it then. Okay, fair enough. Okay, no, fair enough. It's on the same one. So that is Lena Bell. Okay, interesting. It's interesting that she's on assassin cards, though, isn't it? Maybe she... That's the thing, isn't it? She's on assassin cards, but she's not an assassin? She must be. She must be an assassin alchemist, or assassin something. Or it's going to be interesting to see what happens, isn't it? I haven't thought about Lena Bell, to be honest, as much as probably everyone else has, because I'm very much just focusing on the Azalea things. But yeah, if that's confirmed, that's cool. She has appeared in, 2 pieces of art? Is it just the 2, or is there more? Is there more ones? Is there more art with her on it? She has a quote on the time snap. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does have a quote on there. Isn't there other things as well? From Everfest, there's the same character that appears on some of the trinkets. Is that right? Is that Lena Bell as well? Alchemist is a talent. I think Alchemist is a good shout. I mean, we have a massive discussion about this on Living Legends this week as well. So I think Living Legends podcast comes out tomorrow, and that was recorded before the Ayurveda podcast came out. So the timing's a little bit off, but that is one of our longest episodes to date. I think it's about a 2-hour episode. The next one that's coming out for Living Legends. So obviously you can find that on the Red Zone Rogue channel, of course. So if any of you out there listen to Living Legends podcast, you'll know that it's on Red Zone Rogue's channel, and obviously I appear in it every week. Yeah, there was a massive discussion on there about the organised play announcement, as well as the Outsiders stuff and speculations as well. So me, Bill, and Kel go into a huge discussion about what we could and couldn't potentially see in there. But at that point, we did not know that Azalea was going to be in the set from the Ayurveda podcast. So bear that in mind if you do want to listen to it. But it's a great discussion nonetheless, full of some awesome speculation from all of us going forward. So yeah, definitely check that out on Red Zone Rogue's channel as well. I'm not sure that she's on Cut to the Chase. She might be, but that doesn't feel like the same character. It's the blue hair. That's all about the similarity, yeah. She's rumoured to be on the Cavdane card in the background on the wall. Really? Interesting. Interesting theory. Maybe, but then she's dead. Don't like that idea. Yes. Interesting. But anyway, that's it. That's pretty much it for tonight. It's 2 minutes past 10, so I'm already over time. And yeah, you guys just keep me for ages. And girls, whatever you might be out there watching this, whatever your gender is, you always keep me happy. You always keep me just talking. And just the love of this game shines through all the time, every day. But yeah, absolutely. We'll be back again on Thursday to do it all over again. And hopefully we can get a win this time. We came close. We came close against the Bravo. Obviously, we misplayed on that. Came close against the Dash, but obviously didn't actually have the insight on the maximum velocity. And then Viserai, that was a bit of a stomping towards the end there. But fairly happy with how we played. And yeah, I probably will be experimenting with the game counters at some stage, but I just don't think it's enough to do or achieve anything right now. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Thanks very much. Thanks for all the patrons who subscribe to me on Patreon, all that sort of thing. And I'll see you very soon in the Discord. Thanks for watching. Peace out. That's it. There was no Dreadball jar today either. So maybe next time. Maybe next time. Peace out, folks. Who targets a bloody pummel with an oasis? What a dickhead! Wow. He is so rubbish at the game. I don't even know why you watch him. He's absolutely garbage. Targeted a bloody pummel with an oasis. Oh, what a misplay. It's nice to see some of you guys and girls and wherever you might be still here chatting about Lena Bell. Well, if you want to continue the chat, you know where to go. Go to the Discord.